Good morning all. I am Pradnya Patil. Now previous lecture we have studied various techniques used in work measurement. Now we will move towards time study equipments or method of time studies. Different types of method used in time study. First is a stopwatch, or it also called as a timing device. Second is a time study observation sheet. Also, time study observation sheet is also called as a time study forms, or time study observation board is also called as a study board, and other equipments like pencil, eraser, device like tachometer, etc. The all equipments are needed for the time study work, or we can call as a time study method. These are the time study methods. We will see one by one. First is a timing device. Timing device is also called as a stopwatch method. The stopwatch is most widely used timing device. The stopwatch is most widely used timing device used for time study, or stopwatch is measuring instrument to observe the elemental timing, and usually decimal watch is used. Although electronic timer is also sometimes used, or we can say digital timer also we can use. Electronic timer can measure time accurately to the third decimal of second and can be large volume of time data in a memory. Nowadays we are using a digital stopwatch, and in stopwatch. Now you are see the figure. In stopwatch, a decimal unit of stopwatch has two hands. The small hand represents minutes on dial and complete one revolution in 30 minutes, and the large hand represents centiminutes. 1 centiminute is equal to 1 upon 100 minutes, and that complete one revolution in 1 minute, and each division on large dial represent 0.01 minute. In slide for stopping and storing the movement, A represent slide for stopping and starting the movement, and B represent that return both hands to 0. Return both hands to 0 means resetting that stopwatch. First, see in figure that in decimal unit stopwatch has two hands. First small hand, second is the large hand. Small hands represent the minute on dial and complete one revolution in 30 minutes, and large hand represent the centiminutes. Centimeting is nothing but 1 upon 100 minutes, and that complete one revolution in 1 minute, and each division on large dial represent 0.01 minute. It is nothing but stopwatch. A represent the slide for stopping and starting the movement. B represent the return both hands to the 0. That B is nothing but both hand we have to reset that time. This is related to stopwatch. Next is a digital stopwatch. This is the example of digital stopwatch. In previous we are using the motion picture camera with synchronous motor drive, give a constant speed for 100 frames per minute. That is also we are considering for a timing in timing devices. Next, data collector showing the keyboard and display for a electro general cooperation. Curtain C, electro general cooperation. Next, it is also one of the example for product log. or electric motor driven time recorded. These are the old examples. Next we will see time study sheet, or it also called as a time study form. Time study sheet or time study form. Now we will see time study form. In time study form, it's usually printed forms of a standard size. The use of standard form is desirable as the constant information such as part of name, operation, description, name, operation, description, or parts of machine, tools and gauges, study number, sheet number, when time is on, when time was off, or operative clock number. These are mentioned in time study form. That operation description or observer name and other description are pre-printed on the top of the form, which eliminate the possibilities of any details being missed as the size of forms are standardized. They can be easily filled for the future references. This is the example of time study. In that, R means rating, WR means watch reading, ST means subtracted time, and BT means basic time. In this, first R is a rating, WR is a watch reading, ST means subtracted time, and BT means basic time. This is a time study sheet. This is the time study sheet, field time study sheet. Now we will move third part, that is nothing but time study board. In time study board, it is simply flat board, wooden board, usually of plywood or of any suitable plastic sheet. Also we are using for that time study board, and it should have fitting to hold stopwatch and time study form. The use of board provided to support the resulting face while writing observation on the shop floor, and make hands free when that hands free from right to the operate stopwatch. For operating stopwatch, hand should be free. So it is a example of time study board. That in upper corner stopwatch is attached and form is attached to that board. Time study form is attached to that time study board, and stopwatch is also attached. Observation board with observation sheet for recording data of repetitive method. We have to fill that form. It is nothing but time study board. Now we will move towards the timing elements, means cumulative timing. Timing elements. In this method, stopwatch runs continuously throughout the study. Watch is started at first element of work cycle to be timed and not stopped until whole study is completed. At the end of each element, watch reading is recorded. Time for each individual element is calculated later by successive subtraction, means lap time, cumulative timing. This procedure gives the total time during which job done is recorded in the study. In this method, stopwatch runs continuously. That it will start at first element and it will end at last. Then at the end we are watch reading is recorded. Then we will see the how time for each individual element is calculated by successive subtraction. It is nothing but cumulative timing. Next is a timing element flyback timing. What is meant by flyback timing? In this method, hands of the watch are returned to the zero at the end of each element and are allowed to start immediately for next element. Time for each element is obtained directly. Time on and time off, study started, ended are also mentioned. These are called check times and difference given elapsed time. Sum of all element times, infinitive, ineffective time and check time is called recorded time. What is meant by recorded time? Sum of all element times, ineffective time and check time is called recorded time. It is nothing but flyback timing. Next, time study observation sheet. Time study observation sheet. It is a printed form which spaces provided for noting down the necessary information about the operation being studied: name of operation, drawing number, name of the worker, name of the time study person, date and place of study. You have to fill the all information in time study observation sheet. Spaces are also provided in the form for writing detailed description of the process. Element wise you have to write in the form. Next is a recorded time or stopwatch reading for each element of the process. You have to record the time and you have to write according to stopwatch reading. And performance rating of operator and computations. These all the points you have to fill in the time study observation sheet. Time study board. It is a light weighted board used for holding the observation sheet and stopwatch in position. It is size slightly larger than the observation sheet because that observation sheet holds that board is holding the observation sheet. Generally the watch is mounted near the upper right hand corner of the board and the board has clamp to hold the observation sheet. Time study procedure. In time study procedure we will see one by one what is the step 1 in time study. First step is a define objective of the study. Define the objective of the study. In that, this involves the statement of use of result, precision desired and data required, level of confidence in the estimated time standard. Step 2, verify that standard method and condition exist for operation and operator is properly trained. Third step, select operator to studied if there are more than one operator doing the same task. Fourth step, record information. Fifth is divide the operation into number of parts. Sixth is a time the operator for each of the element, record the data for new number of cycle on the time. The estimate total number of observation to be taken. Seventh step is a collect the data and record the data for required number of cycle by timing and rating the operator. Step 8, calculate the representative watch time for each element of operation, multiplying it by the rating factor to get normal time. What is the formula of normal time? Observation time into rating factor is nothing but normal time. And calculate the normal time for the whole operation by adding the normal time of its various element. That is the 8th step. And next, determine allowances for fatigue and various allowances and determine standard time of operation. This is the procedure of time study. Thank you.